Hey everybody, welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero here on Stay Lucky Games. So, let's, as the notes say, go back to the crystal and let me walk. Go back the way you came and turn at the crystal. I'm even going to double check that. I am the worst person when it comes to getting lost in games. I dread doing a game where I constantly have to check a map. Yeah, just go back the way you came, find the crystal, and then turn around. Okay. That sounds a little more ominous, but they said it'll make sense. A game where I actually have to use a map to get around because I'm going to be checking it constantly, which means either you guys are going to get annoyed or I'm going to have one hell of an editing job ahead of me. To head back into the night. Let's head back into the night. My lover is the night. Whoa! What the What the? Okay, well, let's see if this is the way. Considering this isn't what the map looked like before. The jaws, oh shit. The bat wings. The TV. Where am I? The lightning bolt. Oh no, we are literally going in circles. The bottle, okay. I feel like I should have gone the other way. The crystal, and go back, turn around. Okay. We eventually ran into the crystal. Self-storage. Alright, that was scary for a second. I thought I screwed up and was going to get stuck in an endless loop. Thankfully, that did not happen. St. Thomas Church. Let's see what Shannon has to say. Is that it over there? I don't see any congregation. Maybe it's after hours. Let's see what the janitor knows, I guess. Let's go talk to the janitor. Let's go talk to the janitor. I wonder if you guys can tell what's stuck in my head now. My fault. Oh, here for the night mass? What kind of mass is it? Tonight, it's a homily on work and need. Huh, I haven't heard this one before. Where's the congregation? I guess this must look pretty strange, a church without a congregation. When I first moved in here, man, this place was packed. They had a mass every night, 2 on Sunday. But it got a bit awkward to fit everyone in, and the numbers quickly dwindled. Once folks started to see it as a thing that was falling apart, they just lost their center of gravity and just started wobbling. Then the preacher stopped coming too, but he left his old tapes. Same with the organist, and I found some old acetates in the bureau archives, photos of people in churches, so I keep it running. You do what you have to do, right? Right now we have to find some bureau documents. Oh, you're from the bureau. I moved all those documents into Unit C315 to make room for the Mass. It's down at the other end of the building, same floor. I need to get the night Mass started, but you can borrow my keys. I'll go. You wait here. Rest your leg. You're looking kind of pale. Nice lady. Well, I'd better get this running. Brandon presses play on an old tape machine. Conway listens to the homily. There are many days on which we proclaim the value of labor and celebrate the piety of the hard-working through feast or abstinence, recognizing St. Joseph the Worker, who was foster father to our Lord Jesus, and who trained him in carpentry and in the merit of sweat. And this is one such day. On this day we celebrate with the feast of St. Joseph the Worker, and on this day other workers are also celebrating. Workers who do not attend Mass, or even one like it, even workers who do not attend a church at all, but who toil with clarity, with dedication, with perspicacity? That is a word I've never seen before. Who do as we do here in our church, inasmuch as they reflect the activity of God. As we do, they cultivate the earth, and at sundown they call the fruit of their labor very good. Beyond the church This day is celebrated in remembrance of a violent protest in Chicago and to honor the 4 martyrs who were unjustly persecuted in its wake, having not only pursued their vocation in their daily labor, but also having pursued their avocation in the form of protest, activism, community building, radicalization, scholarship, and finally, martyrdom. Their and our avocation being, as it should be for us all, as members of the church or otherwise, to secure for our fellow workers the right to labor with dignity. So, just as there is no dignity without sacrifice, there is no vocation without avocation. Just as the left eye perceives that which is to the left, and the right eye perceives that is which to the right, and these images are summed, differentiated, and incorporated, and we find in our mind's eye an after-image of divine light, only where love and need are one, and the work is play for mortal stakes, is the deed ever really done for heaven and for the future's sakes. Okay, that's it. Next, there are some rituals that you and I aren't allowed to participate in, I don't think. And I don't remember them anyway. Hi, got it. We were just listening to the sermon. What? Found what we came here to get. File on the street name changes. You don't look good. Let's head back to the bureau and get this straightened out. And maybe we should go see that doctor the clerk recommended. Alright. That was weird. Had I known there was a preacher section coming, I would have practiced. Start doing some vocal exercises before these things. Get my voice stretched out. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? What? What is going on? Shit, okay. I'm going to pull you out. We have to get you out of here. What is going on? There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on the leg? It's fine. Just try to stand up. Careful, I'm right here. Damn, don't worry, I've got you. That leg is in bad shape. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Hey, old man, look at me. Can you hear me? What happened? I don't know. He collapsed. I think he blacked out. He was mumbling about the old mine for a minute. The old mine is where we met. I'm okay. Bullshit. We're going to see that doctor. She hands Brandon the doctor's cards. How do we get to this address from here? I don't know. It's pretty tricky going back and forth between, here and there. The bureau is the only way I know. Some of those folks do it all the time. Commuters. Just go back the way you came, find the crystal, and then turn around. Okay. Well, that was weird. I, for a second thought the game broke. It was this way. Crystal, and then we turn around. Alright. Not so bad. Just a little strange. Feather. The cactus. The antlers. The scarecrow, which we saw one in the mines. I wonder if that ties in. Bureau. Alright, so Act 2, Scene 3. We are zipping through this. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Let's get a motoring. Is that there before? Back so soon? I'm afraid she left in a big hurry, actually. Something happened with your meeting? We need to get to the interstate. 65? Lula filed your papers, so you're in our system now. I can process you whenever you're ready to go back. Just let me know. We're ready to be processed. Can you tell us how to get to this address? We're looking for Dr. Truman. Of course. This is in the neighborhood just outside of Bowling Green. Go on 65 going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. So, 65 southwest, take a right past the observatory. I know I can look that up again, but I'm trying not to. Alright, so we're back. Oh, well, there we go. I don't think I was supposed to be here. Okay, this is confusing me. But I'll edit that out. Just assume they are from the power company. You know how they're always coming by unannounced, messing with this or that. I just shut myself up in my room to wait it out. No sense of getting involved. Museum staff. They definitely weren't from the power company. Well, I wouldn't complain if they were, really, with the storm going on. I know they have to do with their business. Doesn't affect me. I've got my generator, but you know some of these folks around here, unprepared. Totally unprepared. I heard the man and the lady talking when they first came in, but they didn't see me. What were they talking about? The man said his leg was hurting him. They were looking for Dr. Truman, but he was already gone. Ah, so I was supposed to be here. Okay. But they didn't know, so they kept looking around. Okay. Oh yeah, he was talking to his dog. Guy was a weirdo. Doesn't seem that weird. Yeah, fuck you. Seems weird. Fuck you. Sorry. You didn't see the guy. Tall, kind of stooped over, limping bad. Looked like an old drunk if you ask me. Bet they were both drunks, breaking in here and looking for a place to sleep it off. Wow. I just feel bad for that old dog getting dragged all over by a couple of drunks. Old dog like that should be sleeping on a porch somewhere. That's loyalty for you. Well, they didn't stay long anyway. Well, I might as well walk around, see if there's anything. I don't think so. Weird. Can I talk to Shannon? Nope. Let's see what's around here then. Huh? Oh. Interesting. Let's take a peek. I guess they must have gone through some papers here. It was in some disarray and a few folders were pulled out and left on the table. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I only noticed because Diana's such a stickler. She's real organized, I mean. Was anything missing? Nope. They pulled out a list of folks who didn't take the offer, folks who moved elsewhere, but they filed that back out of order. So I guess they didn't find what they were looking for here. Hey, hello, have you here? Work's kind of slowed down. It seems like... I know you folks know what you're doing, but it seems like the residents are just kind of settling in. That's the idea. Yeah, I get that. How about that roof, huh? You just write us a check and we'll finish it right up. I know you've got this museum thing going on, but you don't want to be slumlords now. Okay. I guess we exit here. Can I go in this side? Nope. Alright. Pull out the umbrella again. Let's go see what's on the other side. Oh, there's stuff back here. That's how I got in here. Can I go over to this side? Nope, it looks like the only way to go is out. Huh? Maybe? What the hell is going on? Maybe I missed something. Probably. Seems likely. So let's keep looking around. Alright, now we're going over here. There we go. Knew I was missing something. Oh. Interesting. I was playing that empty cabin and they came by. They asked about Dr. Truman. I know where he went, but I didn't tell them. Where did Dr. Truman go? It's a secret. Ezra told me, and I can't tell anyone else. Who is Ezra? He's my age. He doesn't really live here. He's just passing through with his brother, Julian. First they're going to help us, but I can't say any more about that. We have a lot of secrets. The lady asked me about my parents, and I told them they were upstairs in the greenhouse. Do you want to hear a weird story? Of course I do. That's why I'm playing this game. The old man had asked me about the cabin. He said it looked like another house he knew, and he wanted to know where it came from. I told him nobody lived there, so he went inside. It took a long time exploring. When he came back out, he told me all about it. What did he find in the cabin? He went upstairs, and he looked around the other rooms. I played with the dog. What did he do upstairs? He looked in some boxes, looked out the window. He could see the museum better than when he was downstairs. He could tell how it was all put together. The cabin, too. He could see the shape of it better from up there. Now, the part that is weird. He said he went into the basement. He said he found a staircase in the closet. He said he found a secret door in the floor. Then he found a rope leading down a long pit, and he climbed down. Then he found a rope leading down a long pit, and he climbed down. It was so long his arms got very tired, and he fell in the dark. He didn't get hurt, though. I don't want to get hurt. He crawled through a tunnel where he found a hidden garden, but he was surrounded by giant aphids. No! The garden was very beautiful. He felt so calm he fell asleep. Felt so calm he fell asleep. I'll try that. He woke up on the floor of the cabin. He came back outside and we said goodbye, and I didn't talk to them anymore. Weird. I love how bizarre this is. Can I walk over here? Is there anything else to look? There was something. Oh, there's more to look at. We ought to get some real chickens in that coop, do some homesteading. None of these folks know how to live off the land, you know what I mean? It's just a display, another kind of dwelling. Yeah, no offense against you guys, I mean, I appreciate what all you've done for us. I think you need to get some real horses in the stable. Did the strangers go in the stable? No, they just poked around a bit and talked about barns. They were pretty boring. The dog was in nearly as bad shape as the old man, just sort of struggling along. They found some treats in the doghouse exhibit. This seemed to cheer them up a bit. Now there was something down here, but I want to go check this corner too, so let's... Ah! The moment I now recall most clearly from the short visit was the birdcage exhibit. The old man stopped to rest, or maybe to think. The young woman had been anxious up to that point, but she stopped as well and examined the birdcage more closely. It seemed to elicit a tenderness from her. She ran one fingernail along the bars of the wire cage, marking out a tuneless scale, like a child's xylophone. And then they moved on. Alright, looks like there's a lot of these exhibits. I want to check them out. Oh, that's weird. Sure, I talked to them for a bit. Actually, we talked for quite a while. I wasn't busy. I was happy for the company. Can't sleep in a storm like that. I never could. What did you talk about? I told him to put his umbrella away. I get great shelter right here. I had a bottle in my coat, and I could see the old guy looking at it, and his leg was hurt pretty bad, so I offered him some. He got real awkward about it. I bet he's in a program. Anyway, they were asking about Dr. Truman. I remember him. He was here for a bit, and then he left. So that's what I told them. Interesting. So can I go back here? Is there... I mean, this looks bright and colorful, but I don't know if the camera's gonna... It won't let me go any further back. So I think we're done on this side. I really like how this whole scene has been communicated outside of the characters. Like, it's from someone else's perspective. I like that. It's unique. Let's see what's over here. I feel like we got to be almost done with this section, though. Not super big on the restricted walking. Like, I get it, but it would be nice to have a little more indication of where is acceptable to go and where is not. So did I get everything over here? I don't know. I don't know. We checked that, so... Oh, there's another one back. Oh, there's a couple more. Okay, so now I get what we're doing. They were hollering at the empty tent you folks have on display. Hey, if you ever need anyone to stay in there, I've been in worse positions. Yeah, they came by and knocked on the window, and we had a bit of a talk through the glass. I would have come out, but you know, shady characters. What did you talk about? They were asking about Dr. Truman, and I told them what all I know about that, which is not very much. What do you know about Dr. Truman? Told them he moved in here with the rest of us when you folks bought up the neighborhood, and then one day his house was gone. That's all I know about that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay. So, homie left in a hurry. Got it. Oh, want to go over here. Can't go down there, so we got to go up to this one. I heard them banging around out there, and I just stayed quiet. I don't know what they wanted. I just put my headphones on and tried to ignore them, to tell you the truth. Alright, can't go over there anymore. So it's got to be almost time to leave. Let's see if I can kind of skirt around the tent and check out over here. This looks like another one of those things. Yep, there we go. Do you know, at first I thought it might be Hudson walking up to visit. I heard him working on his boat just a bit earlier before the storm started. Then I saw the stranger's limping gait and the young woman with him, and I knew it couldn't be. I invited them in for a glass of bourbon, which they politely declined, so I just talked to them on the porch for a bit. What did you guys talk about? Oh, we talked a bit about the neighborhood. I told them about Hudson and his sailboat and the nice young couple in the greenhouse, the charming Dr. Truman who used to live here. They were very interested in him, but of course, well, I don't know where he went. You know, I don't believe either of them had ever set foot on a houseboat before. I don't know if the older man had ever seen an ocean, in fact. It has always been my fondest dream to retire on a houseboat. That's why I accepted your offer and moved in here. It isn't perfect, but what home ever is? I only wish the house would sway a bit. Find that it settles my nerves. Or if we have another storm like the last one. In fact, he had his umbrella open indoors. It wasn't leaking that badly. Alright, I don't know if we can leave yet, but I don't want to... anything back here? Let's see... Oh, forklift. This looks promising. Oh yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, gotta wait for old Blue. Who's a good girl? Blue's a good girl. I hope you guys are digging this as much as I am. It's weird because I know this game came out, I think, initially in 2013 is when it started, and you can tell that the style is kind of an aped sense, even though this game was never complete. So, which I did look up, and there actually seems to be some rumors that the 5th episode might be coming out. So this is a little serendipitous for me, if that's true, because I'll actually get to play episode 5 for you guys, which would be really cool. They wouldn't come in just rushing around. You could tell they were worn, and it was late at night, but just rushing around. Well, there was some urgency to the older man's injury, so it's understandable. His leg, it was twisted or something. He hadn't really walked and made these painful little sounds in his throat. Oh, how? I don't know. I didn't ask. I've been rude, I think. Well, we just don't know. I suppose we never will. As I'm actually dealing with a knee injury, this is all a bit hitting close to home for me. I heard a shout from downstairs. The old man had stumbled in the rain. I stayed inside with the lights off. There's no sense in my getting involved. Whoa! Alright, I saw that game. Can't trick me. I didn't see or hear a thing all night. I was in the back doing inventory when they came by. I got 30 cases of candles in, and each one of those has got to be individually labeled, you know. But I heard from some of the other neighbors that they weren't up to any harm, just passing through. Ezra. I remember hearing your name a little bit ago. Hey, I said talk to Ezra. I saw you folks drive up. I like your truck. What kind of truck is that? It doesn't belong to me. I just drive it. Yeah, I knew you were a driver. What's the biggest haul you ever did? I moved a couple horses once in a different truck. Me and Julian move whole houses every night. That's a lot bigger than a couple horses. Where do you take the houses? Me and Julian then take them out to the forest every night, and then we bring them back at dawn before the museum opens. Is Dr. Truman in the forest? Yes, ma'am. He's out in the forest. Me and Julian took him out there a few nights ago, and he didn't want to come back. He lives there all the time now. This museum is an okay place to live in the daytime, but it's no good at night. Folks just can't sleep in a place like this. When they do, it gives them nightmares. So we take them out to the forest to sleep and bring them back in the morning. Is your family out in the forest? Oh, no, I don't know where they are. Me and Julian were looking them for a while, but anyway, we have a job to do here now, taking those people out to the forest at night so they can sleep. Maybe if the rest of them will be like Dr. Truman and want to stay out there, we'll get back to looking. Can you tell us how to get to the forest? You have to follow the Green River way out east, and then hop over Lake Cumberland. The roads don't go there. But me and Julian could take you. We were just about to go anyway. I've just got to call him over. Yeah! I hope I did that alright. I'm not screaming, I have neighbors. Sorry, guys. Oh, jeez. Oh, well, okay. That's a thing that happens. Wow. Welcome back, everybody. This might seem a little chip-chopped, but OBS cut me off at the end of the last recording session, and I had to replay this whole episode over again. So we're just going to dive right back in, right where we left off, and go to the forest. I hope everybody's having a good time enjoying this weird game. I really enjoy it. Glad it's getting finished, even if the timing was a bit odd. Not going to talk a lot because I just really like this whole scene now that I've played it through, so just enjoy. Wasn't very happy about getting cut off, but it was easy to get back here. It's okay, just take it easy. I'll just close my eyes. I don't think that's a good idea. Just take some strain off your leg for a minute, and then we'll keep going. Why is this delivery so important to you? It's my job. Yeah, okay, I get that. My dad used to say I was born with a soldering iron in my hand. It's just always been who I am. Just gonna enjoy the music for a minute. So good. Makes me want to listen to Noah Gunderson. Shouldn't be much farther now. I think I see where the settlement ends over there. These are some fine looking trees. Huh, yeah, really nice. You a tree enthusiast? I like birds. Birds like trees. Okay. I can follow that logic. You're in a lot of pain right now, aren't you? I just need to rest. We're almost there. Dr. Truman will have a nice couch or something you can rest on, and some medicine or something. I don't know. Do you have any family you're close with? Brother, sister, kids? I have a brother, but I wouldn't say we're close. What does he do? Some kind of banker? Kind of a jerk sometimes. Yeah, I know the type. Never talked to him? Nah, I burned that bridge pretty bad. Who knows? Guess I was always closest with Weaver, as close as someone can be with a girl like that. She was always on her own wavelength, but we were the same age growing up, and everyone else was so busy. When she disappeared, I got pretty angry, and I guess I just stayed that way. I never really understood her, but I knew her. It's lonely without someone like that around. Sorry, you're a good listener. Love it. More of that. He's inside with Dr. Truman. Are you coming in? Sure, I'll come in. Dr. Truman lets me watch TV sometimes. My folks never watch TV, but I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks, too. I fix TVs, you know. Whoa, cool! A TV scientist. I bet you make a lot of money. My folks had a really nice house, bigger than any of these houses, but it made them worried all the time. Then the bank took it back. I used to sleep at the bus station, but I could never get to sleep. So I just went out to fly around every night with Julian. We flew really far, and we never got lost, but when we came back in the morning, they were all gone. We'll help you look for them. Yeah, okay. Maybe we can all go looking again later tonight. Let's go see what's on TV. And yeah, I think during that exit interview is when I realized how badly they had me. But how else can you pay for medical school? I have college friends with debts that you can't expect to pay that back unless you're planning to sell painkillers on the side or something. Or, some kind of administrative thing. I don't know. Having seen what arthritis did to my grandmother and my best friend in high school destroy his wrist building synthesizers. I mean, he was like 17. Ailments of the joints and limbs just seem important to me. I hope that answers your question. Getting a scholarship with that pharmaceutical company had a lot of strings attached, but at least I have somewhere to practice, even if I have to follow their market trends a bit. And hey, thanks to all those seminars, I'm an expert on the medical uses of Neuronfall. It's not so bad. So how about that leg? What happened? What happened exactly? My leg was crushed by falling rocks. Ah, crushing injury. Yeah, those can be pretty bad. Everything gets all compressed and there are a lot of little pieces to... You know what? Never mind. Let's take a look. How bad could it be, right? What are they singing about? They're singing about going home. Yeah, they're singing about their home because they're lost right now. It's a scary song. It's not scary, it's hopeful. Dr. Truman's going to help your friend. He'll be okay. But it's nothing we can't handle. You might have a few things to look out for in the future. Be a bit gentler with the leg or the way you walk, but you'll be okay. I've dealt with similar cases before. So the anesthetic we'll use is called... I cannot pronounce that word, guys. I'm sorry. It's pretty experimental, but it's more appropriate in cases like yours. The way it works is, I'll count backwards from 5 to start the process, and then we'll just have a normal conversation as it takes effect. Then I'll get started. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, let's talk about billing for a moment. The pharmaceutical company I'm contracted with recently acquired by an energy company that has some different standards for billing and revenue, so it's a bit complex now. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you in Act 3. Woo! Good to be back.